people to carry. One of the things, again, we want to do is try to improve knife laws. We'll be working with an organization, that's all they do, and they're going to be helping with that. We'll be working together to try to fix our knife laws. Get rid of that stiletto thing that the gun control guy, that not only does he not know guns, he doesn't know knives. And the people on the committee didn't know knives, so they thought a stiletto was something different than it is. And so we got to fix that.
For the PAC survey, next election cycle, can you indicate who has been sent one? Because nobody in Loudoun County seems to have responded to the surveys this year. And we don't know, did they not get them?
Well, we send them to everybody that the state says is running for an office. So as long as it's one that we care about.
Huh? Did you notice that Loudoun County almost no one returned a survey?
Yeah. Really, like Fairfax County, and you know.
Okie dokie. We are live. Okay. Let me start putting tickets in there so you guys keep on talking. Right. And I'm going to make sure all of these tickets get separated so everybody has the same chance as everybody else.
Okay.
Yeah, so part of the problem with the people in Northern Virginia is that they feel like if they do answer the survey, it can decrease their chances of getting elected. So it's difficult to get participation. And so pretty much anybody that answered the survey, that had the guts to answer the survey and was running for a seat in Northern Virginia,
answered negative,
got an endorsement.
Yeah, and a lot, and the Democrats, any of those that did answer, all answered 100% wrong. So they were using it as a, oh, look at us, we're not for your liberty at all.
Yeah, I should say anybody that answered the survey and got a very pro-gun score.
Yeah, it was one extreme or the other. You either got a very pro-gun or you were.
And some of the anti-rights people will answer the survey 100% anti-rights, and that's their badge of honor, and they take it to their following and say, look, I have a very anti-gun score with VCDL. I have 100%
right
bad score with them, and that's a badge of honor for them.
Yeah,
and what we need to do as a group is to make being anti-rights like that, expose it for the bias, the prejudice, the bigotry that it is.
Yeah.
Liability.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, just basically shame them as they should be shamed. This is a civil right. My question is, well, what other civil rights are you proud about getting rid of? Going back in history, I get it. I know why that party was formed, but you would hope by now some of them wouldn't agree. But it's really on guns. It's like I say, it's just night and day.
I heard a saying. I forgot who said it, but it said, if your politician is like a windsock, then you should be the wind.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
I know it's off topic, but what's this stiletto law?
Well, what it was is one of the gun control guys in committee stood up, and when it was his turn to speak, and said, "Well, okay with the switchblade law changing, but those knives that come out the front and it shoots a blade out. Can't have those. Those are stilettos.
They're just made for stabbing."
Yeah. Well, self-defense. Who cares if you carry a gun? Why do they care what self-defense knife you carry? Stiletto is the shape of the blade. It's got nothing to do with how it could be, open up, fold open. It could be out the front knife of a switchblade.
Could be a fixed blade.
Could be a fixed blade as a stiletto. In fact, that's how they originally started, I think. A stiletto's got the sharp point and then a rather narrow blade. It's for stabbing. You really wouldn't use it for normal cutting of like paper or something. That's a stiletto. What he thought they were banning was an out the front switchblade.
Now, to be clear, the stiletto itself is not illegal. It's just illegal to
carry concealed. Yeah. Yeah. Although I'd have to look to see if that code section that we got the switchblades pulled out of that said, if you possess a switchblade, the assumption is that you're selling it, and selling a switchblade in Virginia is illegal. We got that fixed, but there were some other things in there that might still be in there, and I don't know. I don't think stiletto was in there though. I don't. They had something. They had a dirk in the law before this, so they took out switchblade and put stiletto, but they had dirk. And so what the heck is a dirk? Well, a dirk is really, it's my understanding is it's like a one-sided stiletto. It's for stabbing, but instead of both sides being sharpened, just one side is sharpened. But it's just, who knows when that went in the law, what the intention was back then. But we need to clean that up. Again, if you've got a concealed handgun permit, why don't we make it a concealed weapon permit again? Why restrict us to only having a gun? What if we wanted to carry a knife? Or going somewhere you can't have a gun. Why can't I have a stiletto? Stiletto blade on a whatever. Yeah.
Carry a knife, you might hurt somebody.
Yeah. Yeah. Or anything. So, but again, because of the elections, a whole lot of things that we wanted to do and improve went out the door. So, but we're going to do the best we can with all that. We're definitely going to be there fighting off the gun control and pushing as much as we can on the stuff that we can. And the other side never gave up when the Republicans controlled everything. They put in tons of gun control bills. They never backed off. We've got to be the same way. We got to be there like we always are. We'll get a constitutional carry bill put in. May have no chance of passing, but we'll put it in. We'll keep reminding people this is going to happen at some point. And I've seen that over the years we've been doing this, I've seen more and more Republicans come on board. Initially, there were a lot of Republicans that didn't like the constitutional carry thing. And I'm seeing that now that keeps shrinking. You see that more and more people are accepting of the whole concept. Well, geez, it's not like we're breaking new ground here. There are 27 other states that beat us to it. But however, I will remind everybody, we do have constitutional open carry, and we had that long before a lot of other states had their stuff. So we're not totally red-haired stepchildren.
Yeah, but the problem is that with constitutional open carry, there are certain places where you are restricted.
Yeah, we should probably fix that too.
Yeah. So, school property,
Mm-hmm.
certain localities with capacity and certain scary features on your firearm.
Yeah, that's when I might have to explore this further. Originally, she's talking about 18.287.4, and that law says that if you have a semi-automatic firearm, rifle, or a handgun, it's got an attachable magazine that holds more than 20 rounds. Then you need to have, and you're in certain cities or localities, then if you don't have a permit, you can't have that gun loaded. Okay. You could have a magazine on you. That wouldn't be illegal. But if you have that magazine in a gun, it's loaded, and you're in Fairfax County, and you don't have a concealed handgun permit, then you could be charged with a misdemeanor for that. VCDL got that. We tried to get it repealed. We couldn't. Again, the Republicans wouldn't stand together on that years ago. But we did get through a permit holder exemption. So we're the ones that pushed for that and got it. So at least if you got a permit, you're exempt from all that crap. But or a threaded barrel. It's got to be a center fire. There's a lot of weird restrictions. So the ideal thing would be to repeal that law. But the way the law was originally written, it said they didn't spell out localities where it applied. They said any city that's this type of government and any county that's got this type of government. And by the time you figured out what those were what we've got now. And it's a social issue or a practical issue. They finally said, let's just take all that crap out, because who knows, looking at who's going to figure this out. And they just put in the localities and got rid of the criteria they originally used. I think part of the issue was that they're not supposed to make laws generally that apply just to one locality. you're doing statewide laws, and you come up with a formula. Well, if you've got, this type of government, for example, we can apply to localities that have some criteria. But at some point, somehow they got around that, and they actually put in, Richmond, Alexandria, Arlington, whatever. That's all spelled out in the law. So somebody said to me, well, why can't a locality say, I don't want to be in this anymore, and get their name pulled off the list? I thought, well, yeah, why couldn't they do that? Because they got rid of the criteria. They might have fit the old criteria, but that's not in the law anymore. So yeah, some chance in hell that Richmond would do it, but as an example, Richmond could say, yeah, we don't want to be a part of this anymore. But I'll have to look at that list. There might be some localities that might be willing to opt out. Don't know. Is that everything?
That is everything.
Okay. See,
Do we have anybody here that did not buy a ticket?
I didn't. I mean, you and I are not in this. So
You did not buy a ticket?
all right.
You just volunteered.
Okay.
Come on up.
Yeah.
You're volunteering to
Well-
buy someone ticket.
Who did not buy it?
I needed somebody that did not buy a ticket to draw the winner.
Because there might be a conflict of interest.
No,
There
actually,
might
she
be.
and I are not in there.
You're right.
All right, Mark.
Boy.
Close your eyes. Do I have to blindfold you?
No, I'll just turn around.
Well, you can't reach if you're over there.
Oh,
All right,
did you spin it?
I did.
Oh.
Do you want me to spin it again?
Why not? Just.
It made me
Tumble it
work
one more
for it, I
time.
swear. Okay.
Tumble it one more time. Hey.
Is it thoroughly mixed?
Had an important job before.
Well, I never had.
All right,
one.
you can
Okay,
drag
now?
this out as long as you want.
All right.
All right,
I'm not looking. See.
get one and
And
only
we're not going to
one.
announce this one.
One and only
You can just
one. Okay.
Give it to Pat, and she'll set it aside.
All
on
right, Philip, can you mind? Don't go anywhere, Mark. We
Yeah,
still
we got
need
more to
you.
draw.
One gun.
We
Well,
still
you
need
said
you.
the winner.
All right, the winner
Wow.
of
Okay.
The big one.
the 50 BMG is
Wow.
right here.
Wow.
Now we're going to draw the 5th place winner.
Okay.
All
And then
right,
we'll go
Mark.
up from there.
You
So
gotta tumble it. Wait, is it this one?
no, what
No,
is
the 5th
fifth?
place winner is the U.S. Survivor rifle.
Okay,
Let me look
All
at this so I make sure I get it right. The U.S. Survivor rifle right
you got
there.
one ticket stuck there. Keep circulating that. Get that thing out of
Oh,
there.
yeah. that's
Uh-oh.
stuck.
Yeah.
Now's it free?
No, she got it.
Okay,
That's interesting. You think they'd have made the holes tinier?
one and only one. Pretty good at doing that with your eyes closed.
I know. Okay. Whoops.
I was gonna say, too bad we don't have like a.
I got one.
Okay. Pat Murphy.
You're kidding.
You won
Wow.
that, Pat. Yay. Lucky you.
All right.
All right, Mark.
Huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. With all the
Wait a
little
minute, the
goodies.
door's not open. Okay. One more.
And so, yeah, you can get the background check done probably here.
Okay. For the Henry Golden Boy, Pat Murphy.
No kidding.
2 Henrys.
What?
If the next one is Pat Murphy, I'm gonna like ask you to adopt me or
Hold on a
something.
second,
Yeah.
Matt. How many tickets did you buy?
I only got 4.
That's already gone up here. So there may be a chance somebody can actually get the other one, maybe.
All right,
So
Mark.
how much did she pay you to do this?
Okay.
That's unbelievable.
Pick somebody else this time, all right?
Well, they're only a little over 320 tickets, so
Okay, we got one. Theodore Wu. Okay, Theodore, you got the echelon. All right.
This is the last one.
This is the last one. This is for the AR rifle, pistol. AR pistol. Okay.
If you pick mine, I'll give you $1.
you gotta give them $1 million because you're not in it.
No, that's beside the point.
Oh,
You sure
Yeah.
that's it?
Good.
Okay. This was sold by Al Steed, so
Oh, it's about western part of the state.
Curtis Steed. Okay.
Family member.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
All right.
For those of you that don't know, Al Speed is our presence out in the western part of the state, and he has put a lot of effort into VCDL.
Huge.
Absolutely. He was on the board for like 100 years or
It
so,
seems like it. Yeah.
and ran the Salem and Roanoke gun shows.
He's a
for-
lot of the reason that we got a really pretty decent reach out west. We just had a hard time getting a foothold out there. So who's the grand winner?
I don't know if I should say.
I know it's not me.
Starts with an S,
Woo! Okay.
and it's somebody that lives in Virginia.
Good. That's promising.
How about Stephen Crowder? Stephen Crowder, and it was sold by Nat, so Southwest Virginia.
Southwest Virginia.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Stephen Crowder, we will be contacting you. And for you guys that are here that won, I have a form for you to fill out. The IRS
Hey,
makes
Pat,
us do it. I'm
I
sorry.
got to ask this question. Do you have a concealed handgun permit? Good.
Okay.
One gun a month.
Well, no, they're rifles.
Oh, that's
They're
right. Those are rifles.
She's
Okay.
good.
Yeah, one
And
handgun
if
a
you
month.
want,
Because I could see that happening. It's like, okay.
if you want XCal to do the transfer for you, they said they would charge a $25 transfer fee. Okay.
All right.
So
How late do they offer that?
I don't know, but we're going to take care of it. Yeah. And so Theodore's here, right?
Yes.
Okay. I will give you this. Get a pen from Bruce because, you always forget something, and it was pens that I forgot. Okay.
And did you get you got his stub or his?
And I will give you that to fill out.
And two can go on one.
I only need you to fill it out once unless you're giving a prize to somebody else. Okay. All right, let me put Stephen's name over here. All right, guys, you can continue on with the meeting, and I'll get these guys squared away, and we'll walk out and see about doing some transfers.
Okay.
And for the people online, I'm going to sign off now. Say goodbye, folks.
Bye, folks.